if you want to earn more money in your business, you want to have higher ticket clients, you want to have people who value your time, your expertise, and you want to be able to do this while working less. That's the entrepreneur's dream. I remember when I got into online marketing in 2014, 2015, I wanted to earn a blank, I don't want to cuss. I wanted to earn a ton of money with working less. But I found myself working more hours and earning less money. I had this mindset that if I could sell a $500 package to 100 people, I could make $50,000. That was the dream. And every time I got really close to doing that, I would get burnt out. I'd get burnt out with working with clients and not being able to do prospecting. And I got burnt out spending a lot of time marketing myself, trying to generate leads. And so it was a big mess. Every time I got momentum, I would get pulled back down because I would sell clients and I would onboard them and fulfill them. And then I started to build my team out. But still, when you are earning a little bit of money and you have to put way more time into the thing that you're building, you will experience burnout. You will experience exhaustion, and it's not that motivating. And in fact, like when I wanted to increase my monthly income, it was kind of discouraging. I was like, man, if I'm gonna make 50K and it's gonna increase the workflow by 3 to 5x, I don't know if I even want to do 50K. And so then I got stuck. Then I got stagnant. And then my income started to drop because I wasn't motivated. Then I'll switch businesses and go somewhere else. Have you ever experienced that where you have a goal and you pursue that goal and then you get burnt out because you're not charging enough and you gotta, you have this mindset that you have to attract or close a ton of clients. So that was me in 2014, 2015, and I got burnt out really fast. I had a shift. Over the last few years, I've realized I'm actually way more valuable than I used to think of myself. I used to think that I would have to make millions of dollars to charge more money, and that is far from the truth. I think a lot of entrepreneurs, probably you that are listening in, you probably think you have to have a ton of clients, that you have to make way more money to charge more money, and that's not nearly the case. From what I've experienced, people pay for the outcome. If you could get someone an outcome, they will pay for it. Secondly, if you identify who could pay you a high amount of money for the outcome you could deliver, those are the people you work with, because people who have a desired result will pay top dollar. And in fact, when you have a high value skill set, I'm not saying anything you have, any business you have, you could do this, but it's high valued skill set. For me, I do media buying. I help people with their ads. I help a lot of companies make a ton of revenue by doing their ads. So their ads is a high value skill set. Before, in 2014, 2015, I would charge $500 a month retainer to manage thousands and thousands of dollars of ads, and they would generate hundreds of leads that would turn to a lot of money. But because I didn't really value myself, I couldn't really grow. The people I was working with, they weren't really aligned with where I wanted to go. And that is the foundation of an entrepreneur in the digital marketing space who struggles versus the people who thrive. The people who thrive with online marketing or digital marketing or social media, or, people that thrive work with people who value them. They work with people who invest their price. Because I can tell you this, those who are watching this video, more than likely you could increase your price points, but it's going to come with a shift. You can't work with the current people you are working with when you increase your price points, because most people don't value investing into themselves. Most entrepreneurs and businesses, or your clientele, they don't really value investing into themselves. They value spending less money to make more money. Well, that principle could be true to a degree, But you have to spend money to make more money. It's not spend less money to make more money. To a degree, once you have very successful campaigns and very successful systems, eventually it get cheaper over time, but you can't come with a cheap mindset. You can't come with, okay, I'm going to spend so little to make so much. So there's people out there who think that way, and when you increase your price points, you have to shift your audience. You have to shift who you're working with. You have to shift the conversations you're having. Because I can tell you this, there is an abundant amount of clients. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. There's an abundant amount of clients who are willing to pay your price because they desire the outcome that you could give them. And the good news is, and I said this early in the video, it's not about working a lot of hours. It's not about working with a lot of clients. If you want to get wealthy in your business, you need 5 or 10 clients at high ticket. 5, 10K, 20K a month. There are people, and I don't know everyone's industry that's watching this, but there are people in your industry, and I bet you there is, who are charging 10 times more and they're doing 10 times less. Because earning more money doesn't mean you're working harder. People who work hard actually don't make a lot of money. Think about this. Think about the construction worker that builds a house. They make the least amount of money in the deal. The real estate agent makes the most money, and they're not working hard at all. You know, the person building the walls and painting the walls, they're making less money. So the principle of working harder creates more money, it doesn't. Working smarter, but working in your values with people who understand and align with your values is the wealthy secret. That is the key to wealth. And I've unlocked that key many years ago. And I can tell you this, I used to have a mindset of, man, I got to sell $500 packages if I want to get rich. And that's not necessarily true. You will get burnt out. You won't really love the people you're working with because they're cheap and they don't value you. And there's just no alignment. There's no foundation. But the people who value you, there's relationship that could be built. There's relational capital that will grow. And I can tell you this, all you need is 10 clients at a high ticket. Now, you might ask me, Joe, how do I even get high ticket? What is high ticket? Well, think about this. What is the most desirable outcome or result that your audience is looking for? And could you deliver that? Okay? Bring your pricing up. Raise your pricing. And if you're like, Joe, where do I even go? How do I even start to raise my pricing? Find someone who is. I guarantee you, there are people in your space doing less work than you and charging way more. When you go from low ticket to high ticket, it's a huge shift. It's a huge shift. And once you do it, there's really no going back because it's like, why work harder if I'm working less and earning more money? It's because you are focusing on the most desirable outcome in your industry and go all in on that. Most people have a service chart. I do this and I do this and I can help you with this. And they want to be the jack of all trades. And I can tell you this, the person or company that tries to offer the world makes nothing. The person who specializes on a particular thing makes the most money. Why? Because it's the highest value. If you only do one thing and you do it really well, you become the best. Eventually, you become the best. And that's how you rise to the top in your industry. And I want to encourage you guys, if you are struggling with the pricing structures and you're struggling how to do this right, take some time and research it. Find people who are doing things at a higher level in your space and use them as a model. Use them as a blueprint because you don't have to reinvent the wheel. All I'm suggesting is you don't have to go low ticket. You don't have to sell your price or discount your price to generate business. There are people out there right now who will pay you way more money if it's presented to them, right? If you have confidence, if what you do is so crystal clear, people will invest into you. once they see the value and they align with your value. So that's the encouragement. That's the word. That's this YouTube video. I'm dropping way more videos like this over the next 30 days. So if you're watching this video, hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.